God, I hate being short. Got the bad fucking jeans. What's going on? It's Illusive here, and today, as you guys saw by the title, we're going to be changing these bars that came on the bike when I bought it, which are Protaper dirt bike bars. I will be changing them to the OEM clip-ons. I do have reasons for this. Obviously, as you can see, the dirt bike bars, they don't fit this bike comfortably. You can see even the person who modified this to make it fit had even cut the front windshield so that the brake controller here would not hit the windshield. So that's also another reason. So I have less wind. I'm gonna have less wind coming at me. A lot of reasons. I mean, this bike just is meant to come with the handlebars down, and I've never had it that way, so definitely gonna be a learning experience just to try it as well. That's another reason. And also, they were only 60 bucks, so it really wasn't that big of an investment. And the hardest part was honestly the person who installed it, because they had to extend the lines. That's another reason why I don't like dirt bike bars. You can't see out of the mirrors because of how this bike is angled, how the windshield is. Obviously, you're meant to have the bars down here so your arms aren't in the way, but since the mirrors and the bars are like literally like in line with each other, all you see in your mirror is your hand and your levers, just because of how it is. And that's just because, like, you can't, no matter how you adjust it, I tried, no matter how much you adjust it, you're either going to see nothing or your hand. So that's also another reason why. So we're going to start taking off everything here. It's a pretty simple process. I'm going to just get the bike on the stand here. So I got the bike on the stand, took the foam on off, it's just a screw. So I'm pretty much just putting the bike on the stand just so it's more stable. It's just easier to work on the bike when I think it's when it's straight. So we're gonna end up taking off this bar now. Like I said, it's just gonna be these 4 bolts. So I gotta find a wrench for that, and then everything else like this here will come off, and then this here will come off, and then just transfer over to the clip-ons. Damn, bro. It's like a free roll match. Try riding like this one, see what happens. It's crazy how little holds up together. Next, we're going to take off the brake and then all the attachments here, as well as the fucking light system over here, the blinker, and then this will all come off. Alright, so tip on getting the grips off. I'm using WD-40. This is just some special one, it doesn't matter. But all you do is spray it. I was able to spray it in between the grip, just like so, in here. But if not, you can use a flathead to get it to the proper spot, and it comes right off with this. Other methods you can use like rubbing alcohol and stuff, but this came off right away for me, so that's what I'm going to use on both sides. Alright, so a quick little update. Got the left side all off. It's a little harder than it looks because these are not OEM, so not everything fits how it's supposed to and come off as it's supposed to. So in order to get that clutch line off, I had to disconnect it from the main line here, so that runs all the way over here. So in order to get this guy off of the lever, you have to, for in my case, you had to take off or give it some more slack, that way you could pull it back, but you know, it is what it is. Aftermarket sucks for a reason. Next thing we're taking off now, obviously, is this side. So I gotta figure out how the throttle comes off, and then how this all comes off, because the throttle has to come off first, because it blocks that. So yeah, we're gonna figure that out right now. So I've quickly come to notice this is a little trickier than it looks. So this is obviously the throttle tube, as you guys can see. So when you grip on the throttle, this is what moves, and this is the line that connects to it. It looks just like this, like a metal line, just like the clutch line. So you get to take these out, these little circles out of the circles on here. A little tricky, especially because in my case I don't have much slack, because this isn't designed to be like this apparently. So yeah, make sure you do that. It's easier OEM obviously, so if you're switching from clip-ons and stuff. But yeah, it's pretty easy to take off once you know what you're doing. You just gotta take this box off, and then everything is there. So next thing we're going to take off now, obviously, is the brake lever here. So we're going to loosen these 2 bolts, and this is going to slide off, and then this guy will be ready to come off, and then we'll be ready to put on our clip-ons. Everything is off the handlebars now. Like I said, everything just kind of slides off, or you got to loosen them all off and then just put the bolts back in so you don't forget. Everything's off the bars now, and here's the bars. That's it. So this guy will be coming out. We're going to save this just in case we ever need it or want to put it back in, or we'd sell it, or who knows what. We'll keep it for now in case we don't like clip-ons. But the bike looks really weird now. It's got nothing on it, so we can drive it like this now. No, I'm just playing. But there are bolts, as you guys can see through the black spacer here. I don't know what they are. It look like they're pretty big size bolts, but we're gonna take those out now. Looks like he just drilled into the OEM Honda like guard here, what do we want to call this? But it doesn't look like the OEM one. It looks a little different. But we're gonna take that bolt out on both sides, and then that plate will come off, and then we can put them clip-ons on then. All right, so the bolts are off that hold down the bar. They had like hella washers on them and like this flat piece, so I dropped them all on the first one. I dropped them all. There was a lot. The nut on here was sitting right in the radiator fan. I was like, oh, it's nice. But good thing I found all the parts to it. So they look like this, two on each side, or one on each side, and then yeah, they're obviously. It looks like it's a Honda guard, but obviously the badge is off, and then they drilled holes in it. That's all. It looks like they just drilled holes in it. So like I said, I'm gonna be getting a different Honda guard with the actual logo on it, and with the guard for the ignition too. That way it's not naked as fuck. But yeah, like I said, now we're gonna get the clip-ons on. So like I said, the clip-ons will go underneath the guard here. So the fork stem you can see is right here. All you gotta do is loosen this big nut here, and then once you loosen it, this cap will start to come off. Just take the cap off. It's easier to take it off once you loosen the bolt. That's what I've noticed. And we're gonna take this off here. Set that in there. So update, I got the stupid clamp cover off. Mine was like ridiculously hard to get off. I had to fuck around with like a bunch of different stuff because you don't want to obviously fuck up your forks here a little bit. So you don't want to like pound against the forks, so it's kind of hard. You're gonna have limited room to pry up on this. So if you ever have issues trying to get this off, and for some reason mine was like ridiculously tight, I'll show you what I did. So I took the end of a screwdriver, like here, and then I butted it against here, and then I hit it the end, like the flathead at the end with the hammer. That way I didn't dent it. I tried, as you can see, or not see, I tried with the flat side at the beginning, and it doesn't do very good, so don't do that. The main thing is don't damage your forks, because that's just stupid to do that. Alright, so it's off. I don't know why the fuck it took so long, but this thing was like tight on here. Everybody else's that I saw in the video, they all, literally every single one of them came like right off after they fucking put like 2 fingers on it. I'm thinking to myself, this is bullshit, because I'm trying, like, I was lifting the bike up. I was lifting the bike up with 2 hands here, trying to lift this fucker off, and it didn't come off. But now it came off, so okay, end of story. We're gonna throw the clip-ons on now. So as you can see, the clip-ons will go underneath this clamp cover. So these are the clip-ons that go on the bike from the factory. And then we'll go on just like so. Just like that. And you tighten them down. We'll get those on and kind of aligned. Now what past Nick didn't mention was if that would be the case if everything worked. And as you notice in this channel, nothing's ever going to work the first time. What I've come to notice about working on cars and bikes now is that even though you've done your research, you still won't come up to where you should be in the end. Let this be a lesson to you guys. Do your research a lot before you do stuff, and don't end up like me. But yeah, that was the end of the recording for this day, because as you will see in the next clip, I ended up coming up to a complete realization. Enjoy me having the best luck you'll ever see anybody have. So, as you can see, it is now the next day. This was supposed to be done tomorrow, but I came to a brief halt after the parts that were supposed to be right are not right. So I ordered these. These are the OEM clip-ons. The listing on eBay showed they were for a 2003/2004, which is what I have. So the 2003 to 2004 OEM forks are 45 millimeters, and these are off of a 06 plus CBR 600RR, because these are for a 48 millimeter fork. So unfortunately, the parts I have are not correct, so they won't go on there properly. So as you can see, it'll slide on there, but once you clamp it down, it doesn't clamp enough for it to actually clamp on the fork and be safe. It actually doesn't, it actually can be taken off once it's fully tightened down on the fork. That's how much of a difference it is. So I did take a caliper to them, I measured the forks. So my forks are 45 millimeters, and this guy here is a 48 millimeter. So obviously I got sent the wrong parts, even though it said in the description the part number and everything. So I'm pretty upset about it. So I didn't record anything last night. It's exactly the same point where it was before I left last night. So I got the right parts ordered now. They should be here in a few days, so unfortunately I can't ride the bike for a few days, but I'm gonna get over it. I don't need this bike to get to and from work or anything, so thankfully I got the right parts ordered now, so I shouldn't have to deal with it. Once I come in, I'll be checking in again, which would be in like 5 seconds for you guys. So I'll see you guys in like 3, 2, 1. And we are back with the motherfucking bars that are actually correct. So as you can see, these ones are 45 millimeters. They actually fit on here like they're so fucking supposed to. And then I got also a different, what do you want to call this? Fucking fork clamp. This is the old one. Had holes in it and also missing the Honda badge. It was also missing the ignition cover. So I got that on here as well now. So now it looks like it's supposed to. So we're gonna get this in here now. So all you do is line up what's his nuts here. There are, take this guy off. There is this here. Let me try and get it here, right here. You gotta line this up with the fork cover, and then everything will align just well. And then that's it. So we got the handlebars and the cover on. It was pretty easy. It just slides all on. And then we torqued the bolts to 18. That's what the manual says apparently. So they're torqued to 18 foot-pounds. And next, obviously, we're just gonna throw everything back on, grips back on, and then that'll be it. All right, update. It's been a few hours. It's dark out. We got everything back on the same way the way it came off, obviously. Just with the extended lines being in the way of everything. So everything's back on. The bar end over here would not go back on. So W for that. And then yeah, everything works. We just tested it. The bike turned on. So we'll try it here again. Ignition works. Bike turns on. Brake works. Clutch works. So yeah. I got it. So you gotta go. Alright, I apologize for the issues with the clips and stuff. I kind of didn't do a whole lot of filming after yesterday, as I had to work at 5 a.m. and it was 9 p.m. at the last clip. Anyway, the bike is all done. I went to work today with it and it handled great. Just overall, my first opinion on it, just handles so much better. Like, you're just so much closer on the bike and stuff. It just feels like it's supposed to. Personally, that's just what it feels like. This bar is a little messed up. I gotta get a different one, but it's on there. Everything is on there and works great. I got the same levers on. I'm gonna do that in a different video when I get more time, but for now I'm gonna keep these on. They work just fine. It's just later on down the road I'm gonna upgrade obviously different levers, which I have in the basement already, which I will show you guys in a different video. But they are vortex levers, so they're kind of in the same category as these, but just different. So thank you guys for checking out the video again. I appreciate it. A lot of bike stuff coming, like I said before, levers, and then just a lot of miscellaneous stuff that we're gonna be putting on the bike. Fairings potentially, look out for that potentially. But other than that, maintenance stuff like fixing the fork seals and stuff. So a lot of different stuff you don't see. And then yeah, like thanks again for staying for the journey, and then we'll see you guys in the next one. Adios.
They want me to do something that could make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. I got all this potential that's deep inside of me, but they hate when you're successful cause they try to be. They sit there being judgmental because you're trying things, and they just want you to settle and do the right thing. So get a good job, don't slack off. Wake up every morning, make a good impression on your boss. Don't do anything that I